Shaquie Foster shocks the world. Let's go.
Push the weight, enough flex. Flex, the livest one in the section. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You would run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, trains out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yep. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. This was one of those fights where I would call it more of an education. Salute to Rey Vargas and salute to Shaquie Foster. Rey did what he can do. And he did his best, but his best, I guess, wasn't good enough. Y'all know the song. He was a taller fighter. His reach wasn't an issue. It was actually nullified. It was non-existent. O'Shaquie was fast. He fought clean out of the Philly shell. What I noticed was that he controlled the ring generalship. He was backing down the bigger man, and it drives me crazy when I see the bigger man not use a jab. When you're fighting a fast fighter, based off of what I've seen and what I've been told and what I've seen in gyms, a jab is not necessarily used all the time to land on the face. I mean, it helps if it does, but you just got to touch him. What I felt he should have been doing, and I'm just a supporter on the outside looking in, maybe there was something there that he didn't see, but it came to the point where he had to do something. Just touch him with the jab, hit him in the shoulder, hit him in the glove, make him reset, try and walk him down, because a major part of why he lost his fight was because he was getting backed up in spots where he shouldn't have been. O'Shaquie was slick. His counterpunching was stellar. And he controlled the action of the fight. They were trying to figure out if the cut on his head, on Vargas, I think his left eye, the left side of his eye, was caused by a headbutt or a punch. Based off of what I saw, it was a punch. And then there was a slight clash of heads after. It didn't matter. The cut wasn't a cause for major concern. He didn't have any major head trauma. Not that I seen. He didn't complain about it. What I did hear him say was that he might be going back down to 126. If he feels uncomfortable at this weight, that's fine. But I don't think the weight was an issue. I think the styles was an issue. Because it got to the point where there was no strategy being discussed from what I was listening to the corner. And I don't do that all the time. But when you see fights turning one-sided, I like to hear what the corner's telling them. And it just got to the point where they weren't telling him anything strategic. It was like, yo, it's do or die, balls to the wall, go get him. And he pulled every rabbit out of his hat, and he couldn't touch O'Shaquie, man. Credit to O'Shaquie. This is how you nullify a guy. And that's just what he did. I mean, the offense was non-existent. He was trying to throw jabs to the body, and that was missing. Every time he tried to get off on O'Shaquie, tried to hit him with a flurry, Shaquie would take like a step and a half back and come right back, right hand, angle. Then when he mixed them up, when they would mix it up in the clinch, I noticed that when the ref would separate them, Vargas would stand there, and as soon as the ref would say fight, Vargas would still be standing there. O'Shaquie's like damn near jogging up to him. He was walking up to him real fast like he wanted to smoke. Do you want to fight on the inside? I got you. Do you want to fight on the outside? I got you. There was no part of this fight that I saw Vargas winning. Scorecards. I don't know what's going on with Farhood, but come on. I had to look really hard to try and give Vargas rounds. And it wasn't like just a moment where I was just paying attention to what O'Shaquie was doing and not paying attention to what Vargas was doing. What I try and do in fights like this, I was trying to see, if there's a robbery something that I deem a robbery at the end of this fight, I would be trying to see what a judge would see. I can go back and look at these rounds and say, hey, man, you know, I can see why they gave him this fight, because in this round he did this, in this round he did that. There was nothing like that. I found it difficult to give Rey Vargas any rounds. Maybe 2, maybe. But there was no part of this fight that Vargas won. You know how I know? Because this man's talking about going back down to 126. He wasn't screaming about a rematch, and I don't know what the judges saw. You know what he said after the fight? He said, I thought the scores was a little closer than that. The way I interpret it, he thought the score should be closer. But he never said, I thought I won it. I didn't hear that. But I'll go back and listen to it. But I didn't hear him say, hey, man, I thought I won it. He didn't say that. He said, I thought the scores would be closer. So what? I don't remember the scores offhand. But what? It wasn't 112, 118. What you thought it was going to be? 116, 118? Bro, no. No, not at all. And for those of you that disagree, just look at what he said after the fight. He's not screaming for a rematch. He said, yeah, I think we're going to go back to 126. This is just another bump in the road of my life, or something, he said. So he's in decent spirits. He's not depressed about it that he's shown in the ring. But he's not screaming for a rematch. He said, I'm going down to 126. And what's waiting for me at 126? Look, man, I don't know. He's still a champion down there. They didn't strip him for losing this fight like they did Rigondeaux. But hey, man, whatever. So what's next for Shaquie Foster? I heard him say Navarrete, Valdez. Look, man, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Sky's the limit for this kid, man. This is a great win. You know what I'm saying? He's that dude. I was supposed to have him on my show last year, but I think he was training or something. Man, salute to him. I know he's a moderator on my channel, man. Salute to Shaquie Foster, man. This was a really, really good win, man. And he was focused. He stayed the course. He didn't get tired. He didn't fade at the end. He didn't let Vargas back into the fight. I was concerned. I was saying with the brothers, I was like, yo, these last 2 or 3 rounds, he need to like put pressure on him to pull away, because you know how things are with these judges. And he did what he did, and it worked. So salute to him. I can't wait to see what's next. I'd like to see the Navarrete fight, but y'all let me know what y'all think, man. This was great. This was great, man. Salute to Shaquie Foster. And can't wait to see what's next. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Bronx on deck.